And it's all brought to you by Eddie Hearn for Matchroom Boxing, together with Klitschko Management Group and K2 Promotions. This is 12 rounds of boxing for the unified WBA, IBF, IBO Heavyweight Championship of the World. Sponsored by McFit, William Hill, StubHub, and JD Sports. Sanctioned by the British Boxing Board of Control, President Charles Giles. International Boxing Federation President Darryl Peoples. International Boxing Organization President Ed Levine. World Boxing Association President Gilberto Jesus Mendoza. Timekeeper at the bell is Bob Edgeworth. The three judges scoring. From the United States, Don Trella. From Puerto Rico, Nelson Vasquez. From the United States, Stephen A. Weisfeld. And your referee in charge of the action at the bell. From the United States, World Championship veteran David Fields. And now, the officials are ready. The fighters are in the ring. And they are ready. So for the record-setting, sold-out 90,000 fans here at Wembley Stadium and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Fighting out of the red corner with his trainer Jonathan Banks and wearing gray. From Kiev, Ukraine, presenting the two-time heavyweight champion of the world, ladies and gentlemen, meine Damen und Herren, Dame Gospoda, Dr. Stillhammer, Wladimir Klitschko. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner with his trainer, Rob McCracken. He is the heavyweight fighting pride of all England. He is the reigning, defending, undefeated IBF heavyweight champion of the world, AJ Anthony Joshua.
Okay, gentlemen, it's crazy to box 12 rounds for the heavyweight championship of the world. I'm going over the rules in the dressing room. I expect you to obey my commands at all times. Most of all, protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves, good luck.
After the classiest build-up to this clash of the ages, the youth, athleticism and freshness of Anthony Joshua, the vast experience and proven strategies of Wladimir Klitschko, the time has arrived. Light the touch paper.
I'm still struggling to get to grips with how relaxed Anthony Joshua looked there on the announcement. Straight behind that jab.
Solid jab and a left hook early. Behind the potent jab.
He found his range very quickly there, Joshua, with a right hand. He's looking again for the right and left hook. Klitschko just being a bit wary, but putting Joshua on his back foot, which I didn't really expect to see this early.
From either of them. Klitschko with 54 knockouts. Joshua 18. Every one of his opponents so far as a professional has fallen. Just out of range with the right hand. Who's settling better, Carl?
Well, at the minute, it's just trying to find range with the jabs. They've both been nervous, but the right hands from Joshua are going in. Nothing really happening here. Joshua looking for the left hook, straight right hook. The distance and range of both men is so good. They're both very good boxers and they're both good counter punchers. Klitschko's not going to want to take a shot because of his age.
Good jabs from Joshua early. Brilliant ring acumen. He's so intelligent. What's left now? Body shot from Joshua.
Nobody really trying anything too risky here. Klitschko trying the left hook and the left right. Joshua swinging a bit clumsy there with the left hook. Nobody really wants to take a gamble or take any risks this early on.
Is inching close, Klitschko, trying to make that positive start. Who can cope better on the back foot? Interesting first.
Round two.
Turn it into a boxing match. He can't outbox you, says Jonathan Banks from that prompt sweatshop. He was also a student of Emmanuel Stewart as Klitschko fakes and looks for a big right hand. He couldn't find that against Tyson Fury 17 months ago. Anthony Joshua so raw, really, as a pro at this level. It's a huge leap into the unknown.
Now he's doubling that jab up and getting his feet in range.
Just a little mark by the left eye of Anthony Joshua. The battle of the jabs.
Klitschko so effective on his back foot, almost to the point of negativity where he doesn't get hit. Will Joshua be able to find him?
He came in very light at 17.26, the lightest in 7.5 years. Klitschko is that for speed. He's trained so hard in Kiev and Austria. Anthony Joshua for 12 weeks in Sheffield. Enormous occasion. Joshua looking for the fast right hand that's done so much damage so far in his career, but Klitschko so good at judging distance, and the legs still seem to be there, Carl.
Klitschko happy to sit back and look for the counter. I'd like to see Joshua do a bit more, maybe throw that right hand to the body. Obviously watch what's coming back, but Klitschko looks uncomfortable under pressure.
To try to guess and come in like that. He's setting them up, keeping the pace like that.
Looking for the right hand counter there, Klitschko, as Joshua came in low. Good head move from Klitschko, just trying to trigger something from Josh. Little feints with the footwork.
When he fought David Hay, the haymaker just couldn't get close. Over the 12 rounds, Klitschko dominated. He's so good at it.
And as you can see, even though Klitschko landed the shot, it was never there again. Joshua is settling in, he's timing them, and he's taking his range.
Titles on the line. The white trunks of Anthony Joshua, who started this round strongly, hoping to emulate the likes of George Foreman, who knocked out Michael Moorer 20 years on from being a world the age, and the young lion of Anthony Joshua, who starts getting inside with a combination, and the hand speed of Joshua is troubling Klitschko, who's being backed up.
And he didn't look very comfortable under the attack and under the pressure of Joshua right there.
But for many years, the chin has held up.
He's throwing a lot of punches now. How long can Klitschko keep up with this pace?
Well, that's it, as the fight draws on and Joshua steps on the pace and gets comfortable and comes forward with these shots, Klitschko will start to look more and more uncomfortable.
In and out now, Anthony Joshua. Tries the left hook. What a place to start.
He's on his toes here, Klitschko, bouncing a lot, you know, the amateurish bounce. I think he needs to settle down, get behind the jab, and maybe pull his guard up because he's wide open with that low left.
Of 90,000. Millions around the world tuning in, stopping to see what happens with these two. Klitschko.
Good right hand there from Klitschko, and another one.
Doubling them up.
Switched off a little bit there early on in the round, Josh, and taking two clean right hands. Is he hurt here? I'm not sure what's going off here.
He coped with it and came back.
There's the experience of Klitschko tying Josh up then as he attacked, just sort of turning that left shoulder.
I think he's still taking well. He's still coming.
Joshua, a career heaviest at 17-12-2.
Seemed like he's just trying to take a pace, Klitschko.
A couple of times. Joshua not in too much trouble.
Klitschko has found a little bit more confidence as well, too. You see, he's been the more aggressive now since he's landed those punches.
So clever on his back foot, Klitschko there, just turning and leaning away and pivoting off on that front foot. Clockwise with his right leg.
Oh, big right hand from Joshua.
He rides the shots, he rides them right hands, twists away.
Trying to get inside and unload a snappy combination.
Nothing really landing flush from Joshua. Klitschko finding home a couple of times that right hand and then being very evasive on his back foot. We know he's got 12 rounds in here. We saw it against Tyson Fury. He was okay late on.
And we don't know what Anthony Joshua will be.
Klitschko looking like he's fancying this. Just plenty of fakes on his front foot. Good head movement. Just trying to trigger a real. Then he started to get a bit of confidence. Joshua really needs to stamp his authority now back in this fight.
Fifth round, only the 49th for Anthony Joshua. And the 363rd for Wladimir Klitschko, and Anthony Joshua is going for it in the fifth round, and Klitschko's shaken. He's hurt for the first time in 11 years. Big moments for Joshua, and he's cut as well by the left eye. And a left hook. Joshua's on the verge of taking him out here. Down goes Klitschko. He's in danger of falling apart. There's so much time in the round. Can he do it in this class? Klitschko tottering around the ring, trying to find safety somewhere. A big smile from Joshua, but Klitschko's fighting back with a left and a right.
Right there, it was an explosive attack. Caught the left hook there, Joshua.
Both swinging big bombs in there. Klitschko's eyes bad, stitched around in the corner. Expert cutsman will have to work on that.
I feel like Joshua got caught that left hook there and it's momentarily stunned him. And now he's on his back foot. Is Joshua hurt here?
I think they've both been hurt, but Klitschko down in this fifth.
Breathing heavy Joshua for a lot of work in there, and he's been caught.
Now he's hurt, Joshua.
This is amazing, guys.
Well, Klitschko, we knew he wasn't just going to go away. Oh, right hand from Klitschko there.
Massive power punches going in, and Klitschko's looking to take Joshua out.
That
A big left hand. He's really badly hurt, the Englishman, and now he's in real trouble. He's in desperate trouble here, Joshua.
Joshua in bad trouble here, almost there on his feet.
Wladimir Klitschko down, but Anthony Joshua is on the verge of being stopped unless he finds something.
Digging it out. They're taking it all in. They're putting everything they got in this fight.
And now Joshua comes back.
They are tired, but they are finding some way to keep punching.
Right hand from Klitschko. And the bell goes.
Joshua, what has he got left? We'll see now.
Some have felt that the big muscles of Anthony Joshua might be a problem, that he might gas out at some point down a fight. Fifth round, both with huge success, both with weaknesses. That cut is wide of Klitschko, above the left eye, and he's swinging with the left hook. Is he getting desperate?
Joshua mouthpiece is out.
Everything at stake. A clash of heads. Klitschko gets through with a right hand as well, and Joshua nods at him.
Well, Joshua talks to him there as Klitschko looks to that right hand. He shakes his head as if to say, you're not landing that one again. But here he comes!
That's a right hand from Wladimir Klitschko, and Joshua is down now. And there's a minute 40 left in the sixth. One knockdown apiece. But it is now Wladimir Klitschko again on the verge.
That was an explosive shot from Wladimir Klitschko.
And Klitschko holds, tries to get the right hands off. Joshua very unsteady on his legs. The question marks of Klitschko's chin over the years, but can Anthony Joshua's hold up under fire? Another left hook from Wladimir Klitschko. He shakes his head, Joshua, but he was stopped in the amateurs. Is he going to be stopped again? Or can he find something from somewhere?
I think the experience of Klitschko here under this pressure. Klitschko here really just taking his time.
At this moment, Klitschko is trying to set him up for this right hand. I've seen this before in camp. He want to fake with this jab and come down with the right hand.
Not wasting anything, Deontay, just looking for that left hook.
And listen to the crowd loving this heavyweight spectacle here at Wembley Stadium. In the red corner, we're entering Wladimir Klitschko territory. The 12-round experience. On Carl's unofficial card, Joshua in a narrow lead, the 10-8 rounds, 5 and 6. But almost everybody predicted this would not go the distance.
Klitschko there looking for that right hand, and Joshua just dropping that left glove as almost to invite the right hand in. He needs to move, he needs to get his guard up, because this is bad news now for Joshua as Klitschko backs him up looking for them big shots.
Klitschko again with the left hand, he shakes his head. It's a very different Wladimir Klitschko to the one that was befuddled and bemused by the skills of Tyson Fury.
Maybe throw the right hand to the body as he's on his back foot. He's almost at times a sitting duck, which is really dangerous.
The jabs from Klitschko, talking to him in there. They sparred 20 rounds, but that was sparring 3 years ago with the big gloves. He keeps talking, Joshua.
Klitschko knows these tricks though. He's been there, seen it and done it before. He's been hurt himself before. Joshua's in total new territory here.
And still light on his feet, Wladimir Klitschko.
Good jab from Klitschko. Maybe jab the shoulder, jab the stomach, keep that defence nice and tight, but try to get something going because he's on his back foot almost waiting to be hit.
Obsession for Wladimir Klitschko. And a path, says Anthony Joshua. Whatever happens here, I bet we're heading for a rematch. It was always going to be a gamble.
If I'm not mistaken, Joshua had never seen 8 rounds at Izzy.
First time the bell tolls for Anthony Joshua for the 8th round. The white stripes, if you need any identification. Rewinding the clock with this performance. What a fighter he's been. He's a Hall of Famer, and he should be applauded.
What's coming to do this is amazing. At 41, he's got the young man there in heaps of trouble, and his footwork is just unbelievable to see for a heavyweight, and for an aging heavyweight. I'm sure it's never been seen. It's unbelievable. Joshua, I feel, because he's younger, he may recover. He's had a couple of rounds off. Looking for the right hand there, Klitschko didn't quite set it up, so Joshua saw it coming, slipped under it. Joshua on the attack now.
Deep breath though as well from Joshua. He just stalks you, Wladimir Klitschko. So awkwardly effective.
He puts pressure on with the feet, backs you up. You can see him, you can feel him coming, and there's nothing happening. Then all of a sudden that right hand down the pipe, so effective. You can see the experience and the wisdom of Klitschko, wasting nothing here.
Klitschko,
right hands.
If Joshua can time that to come with the 1-2, he can make him change the momentum of this thing.
He turns off behind that shoulder though so effectively, Klitschko, and almost makes that right hand impossible to land. Well, Klitschko will be quite happy here, great experience, landing the jab, he'll be happy with the jab landing. Keeping Joshua off balance, just keeping ahead on the scores with that jab, but here comes Joshua and we need something from him.
Real motivation again from Robert McQuacken. Look how quick Wladimir Klitschko is out and dancing on his feet.
There's my scorecard. I've got Klitschko 1 round ahead.
Showtime have him 1 point up. They're just behind us.
The more he's due to, he's know Joshua's never been past the 7th.
Hey, Marius Fack, Alexander Povetkin, Bryant Jennings. He knows how 12 rounds work, Wladimir Klitschko.
He does, very experienced at 12 rounds in the championships round. He's been here before. This is all new for Joshua.
Crisp combinations together that Robert McQuacken was calling for. Can he negate that Klitschko jab?
Good right hand there from Joshua.
He's still in there, but he's behind. Most people feel at ringside. There's a right hand from Joshua. Fans are in the championship rounds.
There's that experience from Klitschko again. And the engine does feel like it's getting you know, a bit more energy inside. He needs to start working. This is where he needs to start letting the punches go. 7 and 8, but he's getting back into it now. I think that round was very close, almost even, and now I want to see more work from Joshua. Here he comes, and this is what I want to see.
He looked like he done woke up a little bit.
High educational fight for Anthony Joshua. He's learning more minute by minute than he has in his whole amateur and professional career to date.
Most definitely. It's fascinating that you can have such a torrid round 6, go over and get up and just stay with it, stay confident, stay composed. Seems to be steady on his feet. He was so unsteady for a couple of rounds.
And a heavier knockdown, and it looked at one point that he might be taken out, but he's recovered well. He's done that bit, Anthony Joshua.
Recovered well, and that's a credit to his fitness and his conditioning team.
But look at Wladimir Klitschko with the jab.
But there's nothing to separate these two athletes in this ring now, because they're both looking for a shot.
Right hand from Klitschko. Back comes Joshua. Oh, big shot there.
Walked into a big right hand there, Joshua. Did he land his own? Yeah, Klitschko's back facing me. Didn't quite see the angle, but I think they both landed right hands. But here comes Klitschko at the end of the round.
A couple of shots at the end of the 10th round, Anthony Joshua. Big shots, though, at the beginning of the 11th. And Anthony Joshua is now going for it, and Klitschko's got to hold on.
Klitschko
What
was hurt
happens
there.
next? Vladimir Klitschko hurt. Can Anthony Joshua find the punches to turn this fight around again? And Klitschko looks unsteady.
Klitschko seems to have recovered. Joshua almost running on empty. Klitschko with his experience now could cause problems for Josh. Looking for that right hand there. There's nothing in this round. It's all right saying it, but it's another thing doing it if you feel it's... Oh, good shot there!
From Anthony Joshua, and Vladimir Klitschko took it, but Joshua's going for a big left hand, and down goes the giant Ukrainian, down for the second time in the fight. And this is Anthony Joshua's big chance, a huge right hand, and Klitschko is somehow trying to survive, but Anthony Joshua topples him again! Unbelievable! Scenes at Wembley! But he's so badly hurt, and surely Joshua is just a punch away!
Well, that's the youth of Anthony Joshua. He's recovered, he's a young man, and here he comes. This is great work from Joshua.
What fitness, what heart from Klitschko!